Welcome back to the Voices of Women Summit, where in honor of International Women's Day 2026, we are raising the voices of hundreds of women so their messages can be heard. Your host for this session is Kimberly Crow. Kimberly is the founder of Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel and the creator of the Voices of Women Summit. She's got another amazing guest coming right up. Take it away, Kimberly.
Hey folks, welcome back. We are so excited. We are in the middle of this incredible day, and right now we have with us Deborah C. Burton. She's going to be talking about 3 essential keys to manifest what you really want. Deborah C. Burton, take it away.
Thank you, Kimberly. Welcome. My name is Deborah C. Burton, and I assist mainly women over 40 to consciously connect to their authentic self, access their inner guidance, intuition, and self-support, so they can confidently and competently navigate their path of life. I'm a transpersonal medium and energy frequency intuitive facilitator, and I've worked internationally with thousands of women successfully, and I'm co-authoring the book Miracles Are Normal to launch on March 27. So why do I do this work? I do it because as a child, seeing into the unseen world, I realized that there was much more to life than just the physical world. What makes us human is being able to connect with the unseen 95% of self to co-create our reality and daily life experience. So in manifesting, do you feel capable of more, yet somehow not manifesting enough? Not capable enough at manifesting what you want? Stuck without your desired results? Too much doing and not enough having? In this brief talk, I'll address keys to these issues that made the difference. A little disclaimer. I'm not a scientist, nor do I proclaim that what I present is cast in stone. However, it's worked for me, and perhaps it will work for you too, in fantastic ways. Let's look at the first theme. Do you feel like you're capable of much more, yet not living your potential? So you keep learning more, taking more and more programs and courses to be enough to finally offer you to the world? One thing here is to step into already being enough for where you are right now, to put that out. In putting that out as best as possible, any other requirements can show up for your next offering. If you're willing, let's do a little process to apply this. Please uncross your arms and legs and close your eyes. We'll do this process as initiated from, conducted, and projected by the heart, not by the mind, nor by the imagination. Don't be concerned with the how, whether you're doing this process right or not, nor be focused in your mind or in your head, nor try to meditate or empty out your thoughts or analyze. Simply be with and do the process. This will be done with the heart based on your true self's inner knowing. So, what is something you've desired for a long time to be, do, have? This step is a switch point to initiate a heart-based activation. For me, it's been to create another offering of great value and impact for the recipient in their personal growth and spiritual implementation. This very talk is already furthering the fulfillment of that desire. Who do you yearn to become, who in fact you actually already are in another universe or reality? Who in fact already is, does, or has that which you wish? From now on, throughout this brief talk, we'll refer to whoever or whatever you desire as that one. That one is attempting to reach you in your current space. Feel that one. You're already enough to receive it because it's showing up to you from the other reality. What do you sense about that one? Describe that one in as much detail as is possible. Sensorily, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Seeing, hearing, sensing, perceiving the presence of that one. If you're willing, take a heightened look from beyond the Earth's periphery, looking down upon you on the Earth. Allow that one looking for you to be an enormous hologram or aura and best, highest version of you. A huge version of you. An enormous, universal, blessed light being of you. Overlaying your small earthly form, a pure consciousness of you in which your small earthly form can find refuge, safety, acceptance, perception, love, proper guidance and direction, knowing, trust, confidence, soul fulfillment and bliss. A feeling of truly being home in deep gratefulness. Bask in this feeling, knowing you are at home in yourself. The true you have longed to be, and in fact, that you truly are. In you being that one, who are you? What do you offer? What do you do? What are you capable of? What else do you see, perceive, hear, know, sense, experience? What else do you feel? Allow that enormous light being that you are to live, breathe, and have its being through your earthly body. Wonderful. Allow that enormous being to be present. And please take a moment to jot down the highlights so you can fill in the details later. Simply write what you received, free of any and all evaluation, and if you're willing, maybe just jot a few words in the chat. Especially if you've had any aha moments, please make sure you note those as well so you can reflect upon them later. Now let's move on to the second issue. Do you feel you've attempted to manifest for a long time and still haven't gotten that which you desire to be, do have? My response here deals with frequencies in all their variations, appearances, non-appearances, and forms. My tentative, non-scientific hypothesis is that which you desire to be, do have, already exists in another reality, a quantum entangled reality, a parallel universe, if you will. It's attempting to reach and match with you in this reality. Perhaps initiate it and activate it from your heart and soul in this reality, consciously, unconsciously, or as part of your soul's blueprint and DNA. Perhaps as a yearning or a desire to connect with its entangled partner via a matching frequency, as a bridge for completion, for it to be able to show up and manifest in your current reality. A sense of universal growth, development, advancement as a force, energy, frequency, consciousness, life, and progression. Albert Einstein spoke of quantum entanglement as spooky action at a distance regarding two particles forever connected, regardless of location in the universe, with one particle reacting immediately to whatever happens with the other particle. For today, I'd like to associate them with electrical impulses, such as thoughts, feelings, words, energies, which could perhaps be likened to maybe measurable frequencies, spiritually speaking. For example, purely from an experimental point of view, negative thoughts and feelings, emotions such as grief, depression, they seem to have slow, low frequencies, a sense of heaviness and density, such as a sense of gravity, like in a graveyard, which is really low and so slow in occurrence in which there's little movement, if any, life at all, which could be why the doldrums can last so long unless consciously intercepted and elevated to higher frequencies. Take the musical note C. Its frequency, according to some scales, is associated with the visible spectrum color of red, approximately 440 terahertz, akin to health, but also anger, grief, shame, the root or lower base chakra, the material world, physicality, all slower than the positive emotions. Positive emotions such as joy, true love, and peace, sky blue, approximately 650 terahertz, approach the spiritual, non-physical world via the upper chakras, such as the pituitary and pineal gland, like indigo. These rainbow colors, which seem to have high energies and frequencies, often experienced as a sense of lightness. Thus, even the musical and color scales are interlinked to specific measurable frequencies. In effect, everything in our universe, for it to exist, has a specific frequency. Frequencies are even tied to the proper functioning of the bodily organs. Each healthy organ has a certain frequency, and if the organ is unhealthy, then the frequency is off. Effective energy frequency healing facilitation restores the organ and electromagnetic field of the body to its naturally healthy value, and the organ can then experience being healthy again. Things like technology, electricity, the internet, telephoning, radio, and TV, even spiritual things such as intuition, mediumship, telepathy, the clairs, they depend on frequency. Even social interaction among creatures such as humans, animals, plants, depend on a physical frequency of presence, exchange, for healthy relationships to exist and to develop. So you see, frequency is a basis of our physical existence, and to affect and create a desired level of existence, the proper frequency is required. The human being is a frequency, an electromagnetic force field. The human being can affect changes in frequencies and, as a result, affect the existence and or occurrence of various appearances or manifestations in their reality. So, linking all this to manifesting, the frequency a person radiates has a definite impact on what shows up in their outer world. Additionally, if the frequency of attention, application, and consistency is inconsistent, then the frequency in occurrence and value is likely to be off or unsustainable or somehow inadequate, or the feeling and experience of not enoughness to be accepted as valid. And it's therefore subject to be rejected and not acted upon for manifestation, both in daily life reality and as an individual experience of not enoughness. It can be likened to a TV broadcast station. If the station is set to a public broadcast program, for example, that's what you'll see on the TV in your reality when you tune in. If it's set to specific music program stations, like jazz or bossa nova, then that's what you'll hear in your environment when you listen in. Prefer different music? Change the station. Prefer a different film or life experience? Change the station by tuning into another frequency. This could sound easier said than done because of the strong and convincing impact of reality, or because the broadcast delays due to the quality of your frequency tuning and or the dynamic universal broadcasting timing schedule to provide for the broadcast or manifestation is not quite in sync. For example, being undecided or indefinite about the station one truly wants to watch could result in not clearly and precisely setting the dial on the desired station and frequency. Therefore, the broadcast wouldn't come in clearly, or maybe it fluctuates and comes in and goes out, or seems difficult to finally tune the station, and there may seem to be a conflict of two station broadcasts interactively dominating each other, with no one clear, stable result, just to mention a few examples. Those overriding broadcasts could be difficult, could be associated with unconscious negative limiting beliefs or emotional trauma, which also interrupt the clear transmission, the clear broadcast of the desired program, film, or frequency. So let's apply it to the second issue, namely, for a long time, you may have attempted to manifest what you desire to be, do, have, and still haven't seen the results show up in your reality. The frequencies need to match. The frequency of what you desire to be, do, have, and your frequency in your current reality. That creates a bridge. And the only time there truly is now. Therefore, the frequency must also be in the now, not in the past, nor in the future. That frequency needs to be congruent in your languaging, thinking, feeling, emotions, actions, and knowing. That is, not believing, but knowing, trusting that all the universe is conspiring together, even at this moment, to manifest it in your reality as soon as it's possible. And in a way that's in accordance with your highest well-being and that of all concerned, if that's what you so choose. To be clear, I'm not speaking of believing, wanting, hoping, trying, struggling, overdoing to exhaustion, which to me are carrots that one is following. Yet one doesn't actually get the carrot because they all are states of not being, doing, having the desired. And therefore, that's what one gets, not being, doing, having the desired. I might even go further onto issue 3 now, where you keep doing and doing in attempts to get the desired result of being, doing, having, yet fall short or experience delays. Or maybe you experience repetitive, unanticipated problems because it's operating from a frequency of not being, doing, having the matching frequency for the desired thing to show up. Therefore, functioning from the frequency that the desired result, the desired thing, already is, creates a dynamic where the universe can bridge the entangled realities. And the individual needn't be so much in doingness or struggle to manifest. But they can flow over the bridge of matching frequencies and show up in one's own current reality from the parallel reality or universe of infinite potential, where the desired has existed or awaited co-creation to be manifested in the daily life experience. That frequency, being the clear intention, consistently heart-connected and aligned to your highest frequency of love, peace, and joy, together with taking balanced, aligned, inner-guided action, of which it's already so, and then so it is. It's done, done, done. And then one can say, I am deeply grateful. Additionally, let spirit guide step by step. Take that inner guided action, not needing to know the total how of the timing or the path of the journey. I really truly must say this talk itself has been an experiment to show that what was shared in this talk is true for me. There was no plan, but a clear intent. Then taking guided action, listening and writing, and as a result, discovering an intrinsic and important mechanism regarding how manifestations might actually work, and seemingly hasn't for many. For this, I am so very deeply blessed and truly grateful and can offer this to you. We are always manifesting. Life is manifesting. The question is it what you really want? As a last process, if you're willing again, close your eyes. With sweet eyes, take 3 deep breaths from your heart and envision that which you desire to be, do, have. Be, do, have that now in the present. With the frequency that exactly matches that. Enjoy. Enjoy is so now. Connect it with its entangled counterpart. All this and are better, greater, in accordance and alignment with my highest cosmic good, the highest level of love and that of all concerned. And then let the order go into the universe and don't cling onto it so it can go and get fulfilled. Let go for this sitting and repeat until you're clearly in the knowing, quite likely with consistent universal winks, nods, signposts, and signals, and then go somewhat further and then let go. So always make sure that you're taking simultaneously intuitive guided action steps along the way, blanketed in gratefulness and trust. To wrap up the 3 essentials: clear intent, matching high frequency, taking inner guided action. Also, it's suggested not to use the word gratitude, but instead the word grateful. So let's do a quick energetic test. Close your eyes and say the word gratitude 3 times and notice how you feel. Now write the word or say the word grateful 3 times and notice if it feels heavier or lighter relative to gratitude. And just drop it in the chat if it feels heavier or lighter to you. To me, gratitude sounds heavy and clunky, like a big debt that might be owed for what was received. Grateful sounds light, bright, free, like a sunny day, like something positive was added. So I'm very grateful for your presence. And I would like to offer you a checklist for your manifestation practices. For the VIPs, I offer you a 15-minute reading of your choice, an overview of your current year, or you can ask a question of your choice. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Deborah C. Burton, or via my website, reconnects.com. That's RECONNEXX.com. And as last words of wisdom, I would say, as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So please allow the right timing and the appropriate constellations to accompany your manifestations showing up. Wishing you
Deborah C.
blessing,
Burton,
and I
that was
turn
a
the
fantastic
mic to
talk. Thank you so
Kimberly.
much. That was incredible. If you guys got value out of this, please put value in the chat box. What an incredible talk. And it was so relaxing. Your voice is just delightful, Deborah. We appreciate it.
Oh,
Grab
you're
her
so
free
dear.
gift, three essential keys to manifest what you really want. And that's a checklist. And then for your VIPs, you are getting the complimentary VIP 15-minute 2026 Outlook reading or you can ask a question of your choice. So I'm glad I'm VIP so I can get the recording of this talk and all the other talks as well, along with the amazing bonuses that we have. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for being here. Deborah, before we let you go, any final words for the crew?
Just remember, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Fair enough.
Allow
And
the
that is a
universal
word to
timing
live
to
by.
step in.
Words to live by. Leslie Evans is up next. I will see you all back at the bottom of the hour. I'm Kimberly Crow. Cheers.
Thank you.
That was an amazing speaker. For replays of this talk and all the talks, plus an incredible gift bundle, upgrade to VIP now. If you have any questions or problems during the summit, you can always email our support team at support@voicesofwomensummit.com. Stay tuned. We have another fantastic speaker coming right up.